Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of Pistiando Y Trokiando with our boy Yobel Montanes, owner of Hyperclutch Performance Clutches.
Thank you.
Something like that.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yobel,
Hyperclutch.
what should we start with, dude? Let's start with...
Yo también vine. No sé si me vistes, güey. Aquí estoy.
And you guys already know Chucky.
Okay.
See,
Take it away.
you don't need an introduction, dog.
Te
You're
toca.
fine. Oh, okay, my bad, dog.
Te doy permiso.
So let's start off with the company itself, Hyperclutch. When did this come about? How did you start it? Where do you want to go from there? It's up to you.
Well, Hyperclutch was founded in 2011 originally. I've been a car guy all my life, so I decided to take my, my career into this direction. And since 2011, that's when I got my business license, and we've been clutching ever since. So it's been, 12 years?
What's the basis of your clientele? What's your clientele base, and what kind of clutches are you selling? These are not just no ordinary fucking regular clutches, right? It's just...
So we specialize in performance clutches. So that's what we do. Everything from OEM up to 11 horsepower, twin discs.
11 horsepower?
1100 horsepower.
Oh, I heard 11 horsepower. I was like, damn, fucking a go-kart?
Yeah, even then, I think go-karts have a good 50, right? 30, 50. But yeah, we specialize in everything in between. It's a very niche market, but it's it's been pretty successful for me, and I enjoy what I do.
Any cool builds that you have experienced your clutches going into?
Cool builds. I mean, I guess once you start getting up to the higher horsepower applications, then the twin discs are probably the ones that are the craziest builds. And most of these cars are full drag queens, so and by that
Like
I mean
those the guys that dress like girls, or
no, like
¿Eran así?
they call them. Yeah, well, that's the así dicen, no, pero
¿Cómo, Chucky?
ay,
Y
güey.
luego
Practicó esta madre.
Mire unas películas.
Está bien. No, they call them drag queens because these cars are put in a trailer and they tow them into the drag strip, so they're not daily driven vehicles.
The other ones are put in the trailers también a veces.
Trailers of movies?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, those are trains. Ya estoy pendejando. Damn that Coke.
What are you talking about, Chucky? From trailers to trains and coke? What the fuck?
No sé que me dieron ahora, güey, que ando muy...
fuck,
man, those gummy
dude.
bears. Yeah.
Fueron los
damn.
burritos, ya. Nos dio
Sí.
sueño.
Well, you said you've been in business for 11 years now. You look freaking young, bro.
Oh, thank you. I moisturize.
No voy a decir nada mejor porque se va a oír muy feo, pero a lo mejor yo ya sé que te pones en la cara. Pero, how old were you when you started the business?
I think I was 23, but I mean, I was in clutches before, so.
Okay, is this something that, like, that... ¿Esto es algo que viene de tu familia, or you started your own...
No, right out of high school, I got into selling cars. I did that for a year for Tustin Nissan, and then I started working for a clutch company after. So there I was running their wholesale program for about 5 years, and I learned the ins and outs and kind of to see where the manufacturers were making them, what was happening in between, and I always felt that they kind of lacked a little bit of an element, that could make the company better. Pero yo no siendo pendejo, no les voy a regalar la información gratis, so dije, si yo lo puedo hacer, ¿por qué no lo hago yo mismo?
Fíjate, yo hablo español. Yo cuando lo conocí a este compa...
No es chino, güey.
Yo pensé que sí era. Te lo juro. Yo pensé que sí era.
I get that a lot. I
Yeah.
get Filipino a lot.
I
All my life,
I thought
actually,
he was
had a lot
Filipino.
of
And then
Filipinos.
his name también no es nombre regular. Tiene nombre de artista.
A ver.
Yobel.
Oh, okay.
¿Y qué dijiste con su apellido?
Montañez.
Montañés.
Montañez.
Doesn't it sound like como un cabrón que canta acá bien chingón como Luis Miguel? Entrégate.
No, man.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
very
good
true.
right
That's very
Tiene
true.
nombre, no, Martín Punzo hoy.
No,
René
tiene-
Medina.
Tiene nombre italiano,
¿Sí, verdad?
Punzo.
Chucky
Italiano.
Chucky Medina, René
Chucky
Medina.
Medina. I didn't know his name for like fucking till like a couple months ago. I always thought
I don't
What's
like
your
my
real
name.
Chucky? What's your name?
René.
René? Oh, o Renacuajo.
Así me decían de morrillo.
Sí.
Ajá. No, René, Rana René, la carrilla ya. O sea, crecí en México, so ya el Rana René. That was translation for what's the Muppet frog? Kermit.
Kermit?
Yeah, en español es la Rana René.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
How the
that.
fuck does it?
Sí, me acuerdo de México.
I don't know.
Sí.
Así son. Hasta
That's
los
cool.
pinches nombres de películas a veces los ponen también.
Bien
Muy-
macabros.
Ajá.
Hey, Chucky,
Dígame.
¿qué haces con ese pitote negro atrás de ti, güey?
No.
No mires rápido, pero...
El vaselina. ¡Ah! Güey. Esa madre la ensayaste, ¿no? Esa madre lo ensayaste, güey. 'Cause that shit was over here to my left.
Sí, es verdad.
Sí, güey. Chido Martín. Está bien. I'll give you that. Fool, te estás preparando, cabrón.
Hey, I saw it in the video for with Mopar.
Me too.
And I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't make a joke of that shit. I saw it over in that corner. I was like, "All right, this next episode, I'm definitely fucking bringing it out."
¿Quién es? Dije, ¿verdad?
El fantasma.
Nah. No.
No, yo fantasmita.
So, le digo que people don't know el fantasma.
Se
He
llama la
doesn't-
Maruchan.
no sabe. ¿La Maruchan?
El Maruchan.
¿Por qué, güey?
El little strip.
Oh. Yo pensé que porque estaba listo en 3 minutos. No te creas, fantasma, te queremos. Hey, good job on the editing on the last episode.
We loved it.
Yeah, we did. Good job.
Well, he did it with love. You know, he did it with a lot of love.
Es el primero que hace con amor, yo creo.
Sí,
¿verdad?
güey.
Sí, ya están
Mames.
saliendo las cosas bien, fantasma.
He kept trying to smell the fucking screen and shit. While he was editing.
Cochino.
We're just kidding, Mopar Ali.
Yeah, okay. Ya nos estamos yendo para el suelo, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Yobel. Where are you located?
My shop is in Santana. It's borderline Costa Mesa by Edinger and Grand.
He's actually right next to AJ Motorsports.
Oh yeah, I'm on the same street.
Same street?
So
Oh,
when you
right
go-
by.
so when you go visit them, I'm the shop right. in the
He knows
corner.
exactly where it is because what else is there? Speedy Weedy.
Oh yeah, Speedy
Yeah.
It's across the way.
Yeah.
From A&J. Yeah.
He's mad at us right now.
I know.
Yeah, he's mad at us.
Pénsanos.
It's embarrassing.
Nobody knows his face. It's fine.
So tell me about your shop. Ahora sí me van a dispensar, pero como le dije a Martín te va a tocar hacer las preguntas porque ahora sí estoy yo
Yeah.
tumbado de la burra.
Which is kind of good because you don't have an idea.
No
I-
sé
I
ni
really
de qué
don't,
chinga
man.
estamos hablando. Y dispénsame, ¿verdad? Pero
¿Nunca
pues,
has manejado un carro estándar?
sí.
Okay.
Diario, güey, mi camión.
Okay,
No, pues
pues
sí.
tiene un clutch, güey.
Yeah, y sabes
Okay.
qué, funny story. Así empezaron los coches deportivos para los carros comunes, particulares. Empezaron con la idea de tener un clutch de camión.
Really?
Yeah, because the material that they use for those truck clutches is the copper ceramic that they use now for the 6-puck discs and like the stage 3s, the twin discs and stuff like that. It's the same material, and it came from that design for truck clutches.
We learn something every day.
Yeah, and his love, I
Yeah.
feel, it started pretty much with the Hondas.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Honda scene, and like when we were in high school,
Right.
pretty
yeah.
much. Like, fuck, dude, funny story. Can I tell it?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. We went to race nights one night.
Okay.
I used to go all
and-
the time.
Yeah, we used to go like every
All the
fucking
time.
weekend, really.
Mm-hmm.
And
During the
it was
weekend.
it was really fun. I mean, it was mostly a meet, and then sometimes people would just drive off and go racing, right? Certain setups and certain streets, whatever. And I rode with him. I was passenger with him. I flagged it. He takes off. Luckily, there was another friend there, and he was behind them, recording. And shout out Travis Curry. And at the end of the street, I think this fool won. Oh no, they had just won. He had just won the first race, right? And then the guy wanted to run it back or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And the guy was like, one more race. And it was the end of the night. Everybody's like, fuck, like, let's just call it a night kind of deal. And they're like, fuck it, one more race then. They take off. End of the street, you just see a fucking lights.
Christmas lights.
Fucking, yeah, cherries and berries, dog.
Holy shit.
Running right after them.
Un osito panda.
Yeah, bro, fuck. And we just see that, we see them far into the street, and we just see those fucking lights do a U-turn. We're like, fuck, dude. And
Yeah.
do you want to take it from there? What happened?
Well, you know what? There's been so many experiences kind of close to that, so I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
Well,
All of them. We got time. All of them.
Well, the one you got arrested. How about that one?
Oh, that one, yeah. That one. That was against an SER. I think it was like a Sentra, and I think at that time I had an Integra. It was like the old boxy 1990s Integras, but I did have a swap engine in there. So le cambiamos el motor. El motor originalmente es un 1.8, pero le pusimos 1.6 because that's the only thing I could afford at the time. But the 1.6 had VTEC, where the regular B18 did not. So the power difference is it feels, even though it's a smaller liter, it feels a lot faster because of that VTEC that kicks in. And VTEC just changes the lobe into, like, it pretty much gives it more feel, so it makes a little bit more power after a certain RPM.
Are you keeping up?
Yeah, but no, estoy como, you know that movie The Hangover, cuando está jugando baraja el cabrón y están saliendo los números. Ahí los pones. Siento ahorita.
El pinche Rain Man.
Yo no sé qué decir, yo nomás que ahorita ya quería decir, ¿verdad? El borracho y buenas, y, pero no sabía qué.
No, sí.
No, pues you're a gearhead, ¿verdad?
No, pues no.
Yeah.
Honestamente, I love cars, and I know the ins and outs. Do I work on my own cars? Sometimes, if it's not too complicated. I don't go as far as like building engines, or even the clutch shop. I'd rather send it out to somebody else to do it. I don't fuck around with like that. But modifying cars all my life.
Have you ever had a stock car?
The Tacoma that I have
That's
right
not
now.
stock.
Well, I mean, stock in the motor.
No, but like stock.
No, pero si le preguntas a él, todos los carros, they've always been modified.
They've all been
because it's
modified.
always been Hondas, you know. I went through my Integra, I had 4 different Civics, all of them done up with engine swaps, Type R. We did LSV, we did a V20 VTEC, and everything from internals, forged pistons, you know, up to performance cams, performance clutches, todo.
Everything.
Ya me perdieron, güey.
His S2000 is ridiculous. Talking about
So,
like
yeah.
twin disc clutches and stuff like that. Is fucking
So our
crazy.
first prototype that we did for the S2000 for a twin disc, I actually ran that prototype in my stock S2000 at the time, and it was an
Stupid.
overkill because those twin discs, like I said, they're good for like 1100, 1200 horsepower. So it's that car makes 200
Hola, Tito.
horsepower.
Ay, hijo de la chingada, de un burrito, hasta los ojos me lloraron. Sorry, guys.
Hola, Tito Negro.
Y ahorita va a pegar el chorro, agárrense.
Ay, güey, de la chingada me dolieron los ojos. Dispensen, señores, es que Martín trajo un breakfast burrito tan bueno, dijo la fregada, con poquitos frijolitos y papas. Y me estoy mirando, mira, y una salsita verde con poquitos chilitos ahí. It was so good.
Ya
Anyways.
antojas a la gente.
No estoy, fíjate, porque vean nomás, ¿verdad? No estoy hablando de clutches ni nada, pero de comida, ¿qué tal?
El moro no está ahí unas horitas.
No. Thank you to Martin, que nos hizo el paro ahora.
Yeah, they were good.
Con los burritos, discúlpeme que te interrumpí.
Oh, no, you're good. ¿De dónde iba? El S2000.
The
Entonces
S2000.
ahí corrí ese pinche clutch que it was overkill para ese carro porque it was too much. Se oye metal a metal así cuando estás cambiando la velocidad.
I borrowed it once.
Oh,
I
that's
drove
right.
that shit. It was stupid. Like my foot hurt when I got it out of the car because you have to put so much pressure on it, and then when you're releasing, it's such a small window of release point.
That if you release it too fast,
Yeah, it fucking just grabs, dude, and it slaps. Like you could hear, it sounds like metal to metal. Just
Sounds like something's
slapping.
breaking, like your transmission is falling
Yeah,
apart.
that's how it
I
sounds
heard
like.
that. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking grind, you know? Como,
It's not like
No,
it's not
it's
like a
like a
grind.
pop,
It's just
like
like
a-
two
Oh,
metal,
shit.
Metal.
two metal plates slapping against each other, like,
Yeah, every gear.
and then you feel it, like that shit. You feel it in your lower back. You feel that shit. That shit no es para los pinches viejitos. Eso es para gente joven que estén, you know, fucking limber.
aquí me pegó. Aquí me pegó.
Hey, he kept looking at you, dog.
¿Cómo andas de cerveza?
Sí, por favor.
¿Pacífico? Ay, no debo decir brand. ¿Tú también quieres otra? Ok, bueno. Ay, ya le chingué el pinche calefón.
I don't have a bottle opener.
Ah, fíjate. Vato que no sabe destapar la cerveza con
I-
otra
it's
cosa que
because-
no sea el
coño.
pinche destapador.
Well, the problem was
Una
is
chica
that,
más.
that I was using one of his bottle openers and it broke on me. So
And shout out to my coworker Lalo, que hizo el paro de jalar con unas Pacíficos suaves. I have never seen these in the US. Pretty cool. Sí, me gustaron, pero como que necesitan un poquito más alcohol. These are 3.4. I don't know where he got them from. Thank you, Lalo.
thank you. Our first real sponsor, actually.
Actually, we
a
had
beer sponsor, a beer
we had
sponsor.
we had a. Aquí te síguele, Martín, mientras yo-
Struggling over
Te
there.
esperamos o qué?
No, ya ves, es que como el fantasma ya no quiere jalar, ya me toca aquí tener la
Mira,
hielera.
aquí está en su celular, el compita y campante.
Sí, ¿verdad? ¿En qué iba, Martín? Dispénsame.
¿Tú?
Sí.
Agarrar cerveza nada más, güey.
Oh, sí. Oh, no, the sponsorships. We have had a sponsor for the longest time. No más que we have failed our sponsor because we have not gone to pick up the merchandise. And that sponsor is compita la Modelo Mix, who makes some bomb michelada mix. Dispensamos que no hemos ido a recoger nuestro producto, pero shout out to you. Y
Yeah. Thank you very much. We'll pick it up sometime soon. Chucky will go get it.
Whenever you're down, cáiganle para platicar contigo y para que traigas el mercancía.
Yeah.
Y ahora sí, Jovel, dispensa que te invitemos y no estemos platicando contigo. Así es este show, de que estamos bien preparados.
¿Está bien?
Sigue con tus historias.
Ya está bien desesperado.
No, yo no.
We couldn't start it fast enough for him.
I know.
No. Lo que pasó es que me chingué un pinche Monster antes de que empezaba y pensé que íbamos a entrar en como 10, 15 minutos y luego se me subió, y luego se me bajó y luego me dio pinche chorro, fui al baño y pues saqué andamos.
Y no se puede.
Y luego aquí la cervecita y pues...
Salud.
Pues,
Aunque
salud.
sea, salud. Y aunque la familia sufra, decía mi primo semáforo.
Walk us through some of your cars, man, because you have quite the collection. He's catching up to Red Toys, bro.
Yeah.
No. I saw that episode, episode 3.
And do all of your cars are those cars that you wanted to have, or are those cars that you just like randomly came up on and said?
No. Every car that I've owned, it's always been kind of, I always thought about buying it. Like, I always do my due diligence and fucking do the research to make sure that I get the best fucking deal, that I fucking get the one that I want with the options that I want. And I mean, being a car guy, you have to do that. I mean, a veces pasa que hay like a good deal and you're like, fuck it, pull the trigger on it because it's a good deal, even to resell it or, do whatever it is that you need to do with it. But no, mostly I've always looked at the cars and I've always got them.
What's that one car that you have for the longest?
Probably right now it's the S2000. That's I've had it. I bought it in 2010. Yeah.
Wow. So is that like your main like toy?
Yeah. I don't drive it. So the S2000 was pretty much stock for I would say like half its life right now. I think we supercharged it.
About a year ago?
No. It seems that way because I was in and out of the shop a lot.
yeah.
But I think it's probably like 5 years ago. So
Oh,
we
shit.
first supercharged it. I never tried the car, Chucky. Yeah, no.
Why is it?
Porque pues no es necesario. Like, I don't really have to, like, I don't need it. It's not practical to drive around the street. And then for the business, I have the Tacoma since I pick up parts and do drop-offs, and sometimes we deliver to local shops and stuff like that. So the truck's more practical too.
So not even like on the Sundays, no agarras el carro tampoco, no?
I would say like once a month.
Really?
Once a month.
Nomás para ir a
It's still
lavarlo?
registered and it's still, I pay insurance on it. Everything is legit on the car, but I don't really use it. That one, and también tengo un 72 Dodge Dart.
Okay.
I think a little bite of the classic old school cars. I kind of wanted to, get something like that and maybe do like a swap, like a Hemi or an LS1, which is interesting because I have no idea. I've been an imports guy, like a Japanese, like Honda guy for a long time. So when I started getting into the American cars and started doing some research, I didn't know that the Chevy guys and then the Chrysler guys and the Dodge guys, they fucking hate each other. The older heads do. And they kind of knock on each other. It's not a hate, it's like more like a rivalry, como competencia, because they want to be like the better, like GM pretty much. They're all kind of the same and they share the same chassis también. Muchos de los carros son, es like el mismo pinche carro, el mismo chassis. They change the little lights here and there, like the Charger, the Challenger. Even to the date, they still do that, right?
Yep.
So these guys, my thought was like, I'm going to get this Dodge Dart and I'm going to fucking do like an LS1 swap into it. Because the LS1s have a lot of fucking options for modifications.
Very practical, too.
Y eso, obviamente, cuando hay más opciones, it drives the prices down for parts that you might need to do swaps or headers or any performance parts. They get cheaper porque there's so many of them in the market. And that engine's been running for fucking more than like 25 years or something like that? Since the fucking 90s?
2002.
Yeah, this is the first LS1 that came out.
98, because
before that was like the LT ones, And the LT ones are very
Camaro
popular
came
too.
with the LS1.
Okay, so there you go. So it's been they've been having a big
too.
run, and even the newer motors like the LS2s, the LS3s, the LS7s, all those parts are interchangeable too. So it's easy to find parts. So I'm like, fuck it, it's gonna cost me maybe the $3,500 to do a full swap in there. little did I know that when I started doing research, people were like, "Why would you fucking swap an LS1? It's a Chevy motor into a Chrysler car."
That was
Dodge.
my next question.
Yeah. So like people were talking shit. So I'm like, okay, well, what should I swap in there if I want more power and if I want a big engine? I gotta go with the Hemi. Ahora que agárrate esto, ahora que es el pedo. Hemi swaps are not very popular, even
Very
with
expensive.
they're very expensive because it's not driven down like the LS1 market. So now I'm looking for 3,500. It jumped up to like 7Gs, 6-7Gs.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do like a 6.2.
So I'm like, at that point, if I'm gonna drop all that fucking money, mejor le pongo un pinche. I was on OfferUp one day and I was looking at fucking engines on OfferUp. I came across a fucking Viper engine.
Oh, okay.
SRT10. I'm like, that'd be fucking badass.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be fucking badass. And I think they wanted. This is pre-COVID. This is probably like 2017, 2016, and I think they wanted $7,500 for that engine. And I'm like, that's a fucking good price. And yeah, todo completo. Like
Engine and trans?
Engine, trans, all
Computer,
the wiring,
all that.
ECU,
God damn.
everything. $7,500, dude. I should have jumped on it. I'm kicking myself on that one because everything fucking skyrocketed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think you can even get a fucking a Hellcat engine for that price right now.
No, okay,
They're-
they're fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're about 8
$8,000?
Gs. Yeah, 8
Yeah.
Gs. But at that time, and I think I
No.
want to say that the Hellcat ones at that time were probably like 5
No,
or 6.
20 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pues ahorita ves como estás
For a new
platicando
one.
ahorita, todo subió hasta los huevos.
Oh, pues sí. Hablando de eso.
Los míos están bajando.
Pues ya te casaste, güey. Pues ya te casaste, güey. Se le van a caer, pero
Ya se tardó.
sí, se le van a caer.
No, esos estaban bajando de los 14, de los 13. No, a los 34, Martín.
Who was it? Johnny Knoxville that fucking he tattoos. Oh no, it's the other fool from fucking Jackass. He gets a tattoo every year.
Is it Steve-O?
Steve-O of where his balls are, just to see if
Oh,
they
that's
drop
funny.
more.
Lo marca como like the height on your kids.
Yeah.
así?
That's funny.
On the side of his leg, he just fucking.
That's hilarious.
Wow. No, that guy has gotten some fucking crazy
He's fucking
tattoos.
hilarious, man.
And I guess you win the fucking la competencia once they touch the water in the bowl when you're sitting down taking a shit.
Wow. How long have you guys known each other?
Fuck.
Like
like
the same thing.
we can't do the
Long enough
math,
to do
but
the same fucking thing right now. No, yeah, fue desde like 16 years, I want
Yeah.
to say. Probably a little more now. Wait,
Like high school years? You
High
guys-
school, yeah,
It was,
yeah. It was
sophomore,
like sophomore
year
year.
of high school. Yeah.
we started hanging out. We don't even know how we hung out. Like started hanging out or anything. We just one day just became
happened.
best friends.
Best friends.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
one day to the next, we were just like, "Hey, you want to be my friend? All right, cool." And that's it. Ever since, fucking.
Yeah, we've always kept touch. I mean, there's been times where we don't talk. It's been, especially after high school, because, you know, everything fucking kind of, everybody went their own separate
Yeah,
ways
yeah,
and
yeah.
did their own fucking thing, chose different fucking schooling or career or whatever the fuck it might be, you know? So, but it was still cool because we would always pick up where we left off, regardless.
Yeah.
We wouldn't talk for 6 months, 7 months, and one day, hey, man, you want to hang out? Cool, let's go. You want to grab a beer? Let's go. You know? And
Y a
that
mí no
was
me
cool.
gusta.
No, cabrón.
¿Verdad?
No.
No, even at one point we lived together. Like at
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
His mom rented us the Sycamore house.
Yeah.
We used to live right next to a cemetery, dude.
3 houses from.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I
Scary as
moved
fuck.
in there when I was 12 years old, so I feel like I was kind of immune to all the fucking weird shit that was happening in the house.
What do you mean by weird shit? Like,
Yeah,
A
we're
lot
gonna
of
go
weird
into
shit.
we're gonna go into that. He's gonna tell you more
A
because
lot.
he experienced more than I
Fuck
did.
the house.
For me, since I was a kid and I was always there, yo creo que los fantasmas me dejaban en paz o no sé. I never really
acá que digan,
experienced anything.
este güey es aquí.
That's the
Yeah.
way-
That's the way he's a regular here. But Martin, when he moved in, fucking, él te va a contar las historias.
Yeah, some wild shit.
Y,
would always
y lo
happen.
interesante es que he tenido muchos amigos y parientes que han venido. They spend the night. You know, we drink. I've always been an advocate of not drinking and driving, so I would be like, spend the night. You know, no need to fucking go home and get a fucking DUI. But people would spend the night and they would tell me stories. They'd be like, hey man, I heard something. I heard footsteps, or I heard. The most common one was the little girl story.
The little girl.
People swear that they hear like a little girl talking, giggling, and like running.
Verga. Se me salió. No se me salió. No, wow, shit, wow.
Yeah, and it's interesting because sometimes these people, like my cousin that lives in Riverside, for example, and like a friend that I knew from high school, like they would say similar stories, but they don't know each other. They don't talk to each other. So it's impossible for them to be like hear it and then try to be like, oh, I saw it too. No, it was like individual stories from different people that don't know each
Then
other.
they clicked.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There was always a common theme of what we would hear or see or whatever the case.
Again, I personally never fucking heard no little girl, never heard anything like that. I heard creaking, but it's an old house.
It's an old house.
Like at night, oyes que se mueve las cosas.
Yeah,
like
los
creaks and
tubos or
cracks
something,
and-
you know? Yeah, the pipes are-
tubería,
yeah.
exactly. So,
Do you think that maybe that was an excuse for him to go, hey, déjame dormir contigo?
Tengo miedo.
¿Sí, Martín?
Sí pasó muchas
Martín, tú
funny things.
te asustas mucho con esas cosas, ¿no? Like the
Sí, güey, no
supernatural
mames.
shit.
Hell yeah, dog. Because I lived it. I
Probably
saw
where it
that
started.
shit.
His
Yeah,
fear
where I
started
was
from
like,
that house.
yeah, that shit was scary as fuck, dude. And for a while, we were fighting within each other because his brother lived at the house too.
Yeah.
And we kept getting mad at each other, like, hey, you guys are not fucking locking the front door or the side door or the back door. Because somebody will come home early or whatever the case, and the doors will always be open, like unlocked. And we were getting mad at each other, like, hey, fool, you're the last one to leave. Why didn't you lock it? And I'll be like, dude, I locked it. I locked all of them. And then we'll come back, open. Everything was open. And
Tell Chucky that story of the one that you thought it was my dad coming into
Oh,
the back,
yeah,
and then the fucking door
Los
opened.
ojos se le abrieron a este güey.
Yeah. That was one of the freakiest ones that he.
I
think he left
dude.
the fucking
I
house.
went
I'll
home.
let you tell the story.
I went to my mom's house after that, dog. To put it like that.
Así de espantado estuvo.
No, really?
Yeah,
Pues
I
dime, a ver, cuenta, cabrón.
I had a day off, and I was helping Yobel at the time, like selling clutches on like OfferUp or what. It wasn't OfferUp, it was Craigslist and shit. So I'll make posts here and there, and I was just sitting in my room, my laptop, and his dad would always come over and feed the dog because he had a dog, right?
A German Shepherd.
And we would hear his dad arrive, go to the kitchen, open the can of food, go to the back, and you would always hear the gate open and the dog fucking start walking and shit, right? This time I hear the front door open, I hear the back door open, I never heard the gate. So I was like, all right, maybe he's doing something else, right? I wasn't really paying attention. But I heard somebody in the house, like shuffling shit and stuff like that. I was like, fuck, all right, cool. And then I never heard it, so I got up. Yeah.
What time was it?
Huh?
What time was it when you heard
It
it?
was during the day. It was like noon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I get up. I go to check. His truck's not there in the driveway. The doors are open. Front door's open. Rear door's open. Nobody's in the fucking house. And the back door has like a very, very distinctive screech when it opens and closes. Like you could hear it across the fucking house. I remember closing it, locking it. I go back to my room, start working again. I was like, all right, maybe something happened. I don't give a fuck, right? Try not to get in my head about it. And as soon as I sit down to start fucking working again, I hear the back door open again. Like, and I was like, fuck this. I was so fucking scared. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't looking anywhere else but like beelining it. I got my shit. I went to my mom's apartment. And I was just hanging out with her for the rest of the day until I knew these fools were home and shit.
Culo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dog.
Remember him telling me that story?
I fucking closed it. I locked that bitch. I remember doing that. And then that shit opening up again, I was like, nah, dog. I'm good.
Y hasta la fecha, esa pinche puerta todavía hace ese ruido.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ponle un clutch.
Vamos a poner un pinche stage 3 para
Fuck
que
that
amarre
shit.
esa
But
madre.
we were the party house because we're pretty much close to college age, and that was like after hours. Our house was like the party house.
Yeah.
And shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
AJ used to kick it with you guys too?
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah.
We'd come over, play King's Cup and
The Adrians, the twins.
beer
they were
pong
there-
and
they
all
were there
that
a
shit.
lot. A lot
And
of our
sometimes we'd
friends.
get drunk and go walk around the cemetery.
Lo más de mamones, a ver qué.
Con las novias hicimos eso una
Yeah.
vez.
Yeah, that was stupid.
¿Qué hicieron?
That was a funny
Lo
story.
enterraron.
No, she's still there.
Dije novias, no esposas.
Todavía había amor. Oh yeah, dude, that house to this day.
You still live there?
My brother still lives there. Yeah, I moved out. I'm like, fuck this. Me and my brother had a little
Oh, okay.
head bunting, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move to my own place and do.
No,
my own thing.
yo pensé que eran los muertos los que te hicieron. Pero no, fueron los vivos los que te hicieron.
Eran
que
los-
te-
pues sí. Es cuando dice el abuelito de mi mujer, así dice. Dice, no, a los muertos no hay que tenerles miedo. Hay que tenerles miedo a los vivos. Ujú. Sí, sí,
Yeah.
es verdad.
Yo a los dos, güey. I don't know.
¿Verdad?
That shit was scary.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the story about the cemetery walking with con las novias is we were walking, estamos todos perronas, yeah, feeling good, fucking couple fucking drinks in.
Yeah.
We're walking and they're scared and then we're holding them tight. Dime por qué no se pinche prenden los sprinklers y cómo brincaron los pinches culeros.
Yeah.
Everything, chinga. Hasta la que no hablaba fucking español dijo, ay, güey.
That was.
Yeah, so you guys have some fucking stories, huh?
We have
yeah.
a lot of fucking stories. We have done some wild.
What's
shit.
one of the funniest stories that you have about Martin?
Oh, where do I start?
Like one that's gonna fucking embarrass him right
No,
now.
I can't do that to him because he might pay me back, and I'm not gonna like that.
Okay, entonces una like a funny story about Martin. Maybe one that he doesn't remember.
I don't remember a lot.
Well, I mean,
That's todo
one of the
siempre pedo,
funniest
güey.
ones because this guy, you know, he has the fucking the liver of a sailor. I would say he processes fucking alcohol pretty well, you know, because we've been drinking for a long time, so.
A lot of practice.
We have a lot of practice, but I guess one of the funniest ones where I've seen him the most vulnerable would be during his 23rd birthday party at the Sycamore House.
Oh yeah, I got really fucked
When they
up,
brought he has a cousin named Morgan, and he brought a Jägermeister dispenser where you put like 6 bottles on it and it chills them for you. And
Till
you
this
dispense
day, I do not
So,
drink Jaeger.
Ya te imaginas.
I don't.
We had a
Because of
keg
that
there. We
house-
had fucking the
that party.
Jaeger. We had liquor, and then we were doing keg stands. Y dentro de todas, one shot of Jaeger in between a beer, fucking another shot. Ya te imaginas. So ese día lo vi que hasta te lo habían que llevar cargando.
Yeah.
Su hermana y who else?
Some girl.
Some other girl. The girls that
Yeah.
took him in. Yeah.
Yeah. They took me
yeah.
in though. That's good.
Pedo. Gacho.
I don't remember. Like I remember most of the party up until like I remember all my friends that arrived and saying hi to them and everything. And then I remember the keg stands and the last thing I remember was taking a shot in the kitchen. And after that it was just fucking lights out. I don't remember shit. And then the next day we had to clean up.
Oh,
And I was so fucking hungover, and
mira,
people
listo,
were
Chucky.
like,
Estaba con su bolsita, little white trash bag, dragging it. He looked like the fucking the character from Snoopy and shit with the little blanket. Así, todo triste, todo sucio, bloodshot fucking eyes, and he's just dragging his little bag, putting one fucking cannon at a time.
One at a time.
fuck it. I was
Trying not to agacharte, ¿no? Porque luego para del mundo me quiero bajar.
Oh,
and
man.
I was so hungover that like the smell of the
I'm sure.
fucking old beer would make me want to throw up right away, dude.
I'm sure.
Like, oh man, that was a bad hangover. Good times though. Good fucking times. I love
Hasta me
that.
puse rojo, güey.
Sí, güey, sí.
Oh, man.
How, has there been a peda where you said, ya no voy a tomar?
A lot.
Oh.
Every weekend.
And las crudas now, as you get older,
Oh,
are
yeah.
they
As
they
you get
hit,
older,
man.
for
¿Están más
sure.
cabronas?
Oh, claro que sí. Claro que sí.
When I drink liquor, it's only when or when I drink
Mix.
IPAs.
O cuando haces mix.
You guys still mix it?
I
I
try not to. Pero a veces se acaba una cosa y todo.
Y ha entrado, ¿ah?
Pues,
Ya ha
entrado,
aprendido
pues,
y en la barra.
Yep.
Yeah, and at his house, it's normally we'll start off with beers, and then we'll run out of beers, and then start going into the liquor cabinet,
Yeah.
and it's downhill from there, dude. Every time I go to his house, it'll be like, "Oh, just come up for one beer,"
Yeah, it's never one beer.
and
And
we
you guys
stay-
know that? Like, you guys know that? Like, when he calls you or you call him and you're like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
come to my house, we'll have a couple of drinks. Are you like, fuck, I don't want to go?
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
Before
at
it,
this age,
now-
at this
before
age,
it- yeah, at this age now, because I feel like we kind of know that it is going to
It's
be
not
kind of
long.
wild. So it's kind of you have to be ready, And now that we have responsibilities, we're fucking adults now. We gotta fucking- We're like, it's a Wednesday. I gotta work tomorrow. Maybe it's not a good idea to fucking. Go.
I can't hang out with your Bill during the week
you can't.
because he's his own boss. He just calls in. And
He doesn't
talks
even have to
yeah,
call
no,
in, huh?
exactly. He just tells his boss, "Hey, dog, I'm not coming in."
Yeah. I gotta text my boss sometimes and be like, hey, I'm not taking shit right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your boss texts you back, I
Well,
understand.
what I do is I text myself an email and then I go to the computer and I answer myself.
Está bien, ¿no?
Well,
And then
for
he
me-
sends it to HR. And then, at 12, cuando ya se chingo un menudo o algo, ya va.
They're
Okay,
like, "Damn,
excuse.
This is the third time this week.
HR va a ser mi mujer. HR es mi mujer.
This is the third time this week and it's only Wednesday.
We need you at work, dog.
Oh, fuck.
These orders are not gonna ship out.
that's
Oh
funny.
fuck, dude. But
Have you guys gone out of the country together?
not
Like,
yet,
to
no.
party?
We vacation, like small vacations. We do a lot of like camping trips or like King of the Hammers is our yearly boys trip.
Oh,
pretty
that's a
much.
must.
It's a must.
Oh
now.
yeah, for sure.
Now it
This is our
became like
third year.
our third year.
We just started like the whole truck shit for me personally since I got the Tacoma, because I got the Tacoma in 2017, and that's when I got the bug when I went to King of the Hammer and I saw all these. For you guys that don't know, King of the Hammer is one of the biggest off-road shows, events, races of the year.
Yeah,
so
we recommend it.
a lot of teams come out, a lot of fabrication shops come out that do these big rig rock climbers. And it's fucking like 250,000 plus, that money that's going into these fucking trucks.
Yeah.
And to see them climb these giant boulders, and they do some crazy
They roll
shit.
over.
Yeah, they do some crazy ass shit.
thank you, Chucky.
So, it's fun. And desde ese día, Chucky, a mí me mordió el pinche.
Sí.
How would you say?
Yo
it?
no.
Martín, no te
I caught that bug, where I'm like, fuck, I want to do this. This is fucking badass. The truck scene is the shit, and doing the whole off-roading shit and going out to the dirt and the mountains and, little by little of having these experiences, even the side-by-sides, the fucking Can-Ams. I know you have a fucking badass Can-Am, Chucky.
You saw me drive your Can-Am, and tell him how good I drive it, dog.
Surprisingly, I mean, not surprisingly, because Martin's a pretty bad motherfucker, but
Yeah.
I was pretty fucking scared shitless, because when you're not in control, when
Yeah.
you're not in the when you're in the
same here.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
When you're a passenger in these fucking Can-Am, especially the turbo ones, and you can't see shit, and you're trailing like 15 people in front of you, so la polvadera, it's fucking everywhere. You can't see shit. Esa no,
la otra.
todavía no, esa
Oh,
ratito,
okay,
cabrón.
okay.
Yeah, y no puedes ver nada. And then way, you gotta kind of be one with your senses, and you gotta be fucking focused, and you can't see shit. So you can see from here to the fucking couch, and you're making lefts and you're making rights, and you don't know what the fuck's going on. Y tú como pasajero.
¿Qué te importa, güey?
Well, the buzzing.
Sorry.
No, the buzzing. I didn't want to catch
That was
on the
funny.
fucker.
Si lo miraron, okay, so sorry to interrupt you again.
You thought it was
His
my
phone
girl,
was
huh?
buzzing, and then Martin was like, okay, I don't know who it is. He put it on his lap, and then this was like, I'm gonna fuck.
I did it because it was fucking.
That's the way I saw it. ¿Para qué tú metes pinche metiche?
Well, the microphones were gonna fucking catch this buzzing and shit. You could hear everything through the microphone.
Yeah, but it was funny.
And then-
That was pretty funny.
yeah, he was like, "Nah, dog, I don't give a fuck." Nah.
So this is a work related call for sure. They need something. One of my mechanic shops around the area, they probably need something ahí calientito.
One of your mechanic shops, what do you mean? Like
So-
mechanic shops that you supply to?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of I do local fucking deliveries, like I said.
So you're more of like a kind of like a supplier or hands-on shop?
Well, it's a little bit of both. So we build the clutches. If we can't build them in house, we source out the work somewhere else with the machine shop, or we have our suppliers, our connections for CNC work and stuff like that. So
Okay, but you don't install them.
no, I don't touch install.
Okay.
But as far as and to be honest, the bread and butter is actually in the performance clutches. But since I do have a line for the OEM products as well, I offer those services as well to the local shops. Y que me paguen en efectivo, porque si no es efectivo, pues
Yeah.
no vale
Nos
la pena.
chinga el Banco Sam.
Claro. Ujú. Sí, me lo está chingando.
Sí.
Sabes que aquí el gobierno es la mafia número uno.
Sí,
¿Sabes eso?
a huevo. También en México, el gobierno de la mafia.
Pues
¿no?
sí. Ajá, sí, pues
Eso
donde
sí.
sea.
Martín lo dijo. Pero
Yo no dije nada. Yo no dije nada.
Ahorita también
Yeah,
cabrón
yeah,
todo.
dog. I'm over here chilling.
Yeah, no. Okay, so fíjate, eso también no lo sabía. I didn't know that you had a shop that wasn't. I thought it was like more like a mechanic kind
no,
of
no,
shop. Okay.
Oh no, he just distributes.
Oh.
He just sells to the.
Yeah, I only do products. Yeah,
Yeah.
just the clutches.
Listo, el hombre, ¿verdad? Muy.
Oh, he's
Listo
smart as
el hombre.
fuck, dude. Now the people he used to work for,
Call him.
they call him sometimes.
Oh yeah. They ran out of stuff, and they
Yeah.
know that I got the plug somewhere else. Or sometimes like the bigger shops, they don't want to talk to each other because they have their own rivalries, so they middleman me, and I'm able to
So eso
supply.
eso está como los corridos, ¿verdad? De que antes me hicieron para allá y ahora ya me llaman. No, así no de jotos, no, güey. No, bueno, ni puedo decir jotos porque ya todos se...
No, no,
Eh,
no.
they're gonna cancel
Te
you, dog.
cancelan el show ahorita
Sí,
mismo.
no dije.
No dijo.
No, no, dije.
Dijo putos.
Goodbye 2013. I mean 2013, 2023. Hoy no más.
Cancel.
Goodbye 2023. God damn it, why it was...
We're kidding. It's all in.
A vez de ir para arriba, vamos para abajo. Oye, Martini, ¿cómo vamos en los seguidores? ¿Qué tal nos está yendo?
Thank you to Mopar Ellie for posting us. We did get quite the following
Dos.
after that. I think it's 2. So no, but we're a little bit over 500. We're right at like 550 followers.
Luego al paso que vamos, como estaba diciendo, ya cuando when we retire, we'll start monetizing.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. No, está bien.
Alright, bro. Like,
Should we still mention we forgot to mention the raffle?
The raffle
giveaway?
last time.
Raffle giveaway? /
yeah. So what we're gonna do is AJ Motorsports was gonna do a radio, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And then,
Bluetooth radio.
Yeah.
You're going to give us the tequila.
I was gonna give a bottle of tequila.
I'll give out the barrel to store
Yeah.
the tequila.
Exactly.
And that's at 1,000 followers on YouTube. But you have to follow us on... No, it was 1,000 followers on Instagram.
1,000. Yeah.
But in order for you to enter the raffle, you have to be subscribed to YouTube as well.
Can we make a flyer for that? Cool.
And also send us whatever you want on our P.O. Box. I have checked it.
It's so empty.
You know, yeah, we got mail 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a wrong person though. So it was like a flyer for
Your car extended warranty.
Y me dio risa, güey, porque I showed it to my
They
wife.
found you.
Era para si te quieres.
¿Lipo?
No, cuando te cortas la panza para que te enflaques. What's that procedure called?
Ah, fuck.
Like a fucking BBL? Or
That
what?
no. Try, you don't need that, dog.
No, güey. No sé cómo se llama, pero cuando te cortas la tripa y enflacas.
El pinche...
Lap band?
Lap band, there you go.
Esa madre, sí. Yeah, but it was the wrong one. Estoy muy a gusto gordito. No me importa a mí esas cosas.
This ain't minimum wage, dog.
Nope.
No.
Yo amo mi diabetes. ¿Verdad?
¿Sabías que en tiempos viejos, cuando había los reyes así del pinche 1200, 1300, si estabas gordito, era que tenías pinche dinero?
Puta madre. Ahorita en el 2023 está
Era
todo al
atractivo.
revés, ¿ah?
Era atractiva esa madre.
¿Sí?
Sí, de veras. Hay estudios que hicieron y...
Chucky,
sí,
tú eres
está
un rey,
todo.
güey.
No, ok. Chingado.
La
En
gente
ese
era
tiempo,
pobre,
güey.
pobre.
Oh, en aquel entonces.
Sí, güey.
Imagínate, güey, ser un rey. Hey, Benjamín, tráeme 2 manzanas.
Y un lechón, por favor.
Ándale, un porquito.
Un porquito.
Pero no, pues ahorita ya estamos jodidos.
Pues ya
¿Jodidos?
somos porquitos.
Pero
It's alright, bro.
yo estoy sexy.
Tacos y tequila.
Así nos quieren, güey.
Yo estoy sexy.
Tacos y tequila.
Sí. Ok,
Gorditos sexys.
nos estamos desviando mucho, tú, pinche Martín. ¿Qué pinche pedo?
We were at King of the Hammers, and
Okay.
then we went fucking kind of
Nos fuimos al monte. So, you guys are doing King of the Hammers in...
next
Have
month.
to, 100%. Yep.
Next month on
February
the. If
3rd
anybody
to
wants
the
to join us, send us a DM. We'll give you our coordinates.
Yeah.
For if you guys want to camp with us, we're gonna set
Send a
up
couple gifts to the
yeah.
PO box, and then we'll choose one of you guys.
We'll choose you guys to hang out.
depending on the gift.
Yeah, depending
Depending
on
on you gotta grease the
yeah,
wheels a little bit.
A
you know?
little
You
bit,
gotta-
dog.
And if you want to sponsor us with some beer, just like my coworker did, you know.
Yeah, I'll put my Venmo somewhere so you guys.
Y luego vas a decir, no ha llegado nada.
No, you got another way.
No, hit us up if you want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
If
It's
you have a
actually not
badass
bad
build.
idea, you know, for like new fucking microbrews are popping up. Send these guys a couple beers.
That's
they
true.
can try them. They can review them. You know, they have the market for it. Right? So
Yeah, aquí nuestro grupo. Porque gratis, dicen, gratis hasta una patada en los huevos, ¿eh? Es buena. No, but
eso no.
There's a no way.
if you have a nice build, if you have a truck build, hit us up. If you want to be on the show, we'll be happy to have you. If you have a shop, hit us up. We will try to accommodate going to your shop. I know that.
A couple shops already hit us up. So Dr. Rim Repair.
Ay, no la cagues, güey. Mejor
Doctor-
fíjate en el nombre, güey.
Algo así, güey. Pero. no. He
Ya la
knows
cagó.
who he is.
Ya la cagó.
Hey, he
Ya
knows
no va
who
a querer
he is.
venir. Dice,
Nah,
van a pedir
they're
mi
cool.
nombre.
They're really cool. He wants us to go to the shop.
Okay.
So let's try to make that happen. Hopefully in the next coming month or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool to go out there.
yeah.
He's in like Riverside or some shit.
And
After
then
Hours Garage, también.
After hours,
We
Manny.
gotta do it. You can go to his shop. This guy is one of my buddies. He's the one that put the whole suspension on my truck. He did all the install. He does fucking everything from fucking doing engine swaps on the Hondas to doing the truck stuff to like we were talking about earlier, doing the bag VIP stuff for like all the Lexuses and the GS300s and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Have him on
Going to
there.
Manny's.
Yeah.
And it's right here down the street. So we're good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I know what
I just
liquor
think
stores
he's like
at right now.
very like timid.
I feel like if you were to do an episode with Manny, you'd like bring George around, make it more people, so you know,
I
it takes a
gotcha.
little bit, a little pressure.
No, carne asada kind of deal.
Yeah, he's really
Yo
quiet.
llevo los limones.
Yeah.
Yo llevo los limones.
Ahí está.
Yeah.
But yeah, King of the Hammer. We're doing King of the Hammer, and it's gonna be like an off-road event. Like I was saying, there's actual races with trophy trucks. I think Jesse James was there last year.
Yeah.
With one of a trophy truck that he built. So there's a lot of different teams, and there's a lot of teams that come from like different parts, different states. It's like a big pissing show, dude. Like
We met some people at there's a brewery there that host up, and we met some guys older like gentlemen that they were a group of friends, and this was on their bucket list. So they all drove their trailers, their cars, their trucks, whatever, from like it was like fucking somewhere in the East Coast, right? It took them like 2 days to get here. They stayed for the whole event and then 2 days back.
and then they take it back.
That's how big this
Tú
event
sabes,
is.
eso no es barato. That's fucking expensive.
Is it
To
kinda
hire
like-
trailers to hire fucking people, take the time off work también?
Is it kind of like the SEMA of off-roading?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
I would
actually,
say
you know
so.
what? That's
Yeah.
a very
It's a
good
very-
fucking comparison. Porque también adentro de the show, there's like a blocked off section. They call it Hammertown.
Hammertown.
And it's a lot of vendors and sponsors that are there with their booths. It's kind of like SEMA,
Okay.
and it's all off-road related. So
Are you guys taking anything, like any side-by-sides, or do you just go to your...
toys.
The toys. Well, we're gonna take the 2 toy haulers, and then the YXC, Nam's YXC. I'm gonna take the shop Jeep, the Gladiator.
Okay.
That one's all done up, so we're gonna take that, and see what else we could take. Pretty much.
Yeah.
A bunch of friends are gonna join us, so like his friends have razors and shit like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I work with the company. One of my buddies, he owns a company called Insane Shafts. Shout out to Insane Shafts.
Insane Shafts.
My good friend Slim, his name's Jose Montoya. He runs that shop. He's like the right hand man of my buddy. And they do chromoly axles, 500 horsepower axles, and 1,000 horsepower axles.
You know what that is, Tricky?
Horses? Yeah.
You look really lost. That's why he's like chromoly axles, and you're like,
No, I know what axles are.
Axles, because I mean, and they developed some for the Polaris. They're right now in talks of doing the YXC as well. But you know, when they break, you know, you need something a little stronger. So they make them out of a stronger fucking metal. So that's their game there. But he usually goes out there. He went out there last year. He really liked it, and he has a
but like Mike.
Yeah, Polaris that he wants to take out there. So he's getting with his buddies, and these guys have like Jeeps that are fucking like turbocharged that they don't mind fucking rolling.
Yeah.
Like they do some
don't care.
crazy shit.
Wow, that's...
Yeah,
Imagine
so-
that. Jeeps that... They don't mind rolling.
Pero están viejitos. No, don't get me wrong. It's like a.
They're like they have their
Lucky Mike.
businesses. Yeah, Lucky Mike.
Lucky
and
Mike
stuff.
has a 1999 Jeep. You know, like one of those like the older boxy ones.
But it's like a toy, you know.
But
at that
yeah,
point.
he's a mechanic, so he blows an engine, he'll replace it. Like he's that type of guy, and he's always trying to push the limit every time he goes out. Like I seen him try to climb a fucking boulder that was like fucking 10 feet fucking high, and he's just trying to get up there and shit out of a hole. He purposely gets into the hole to try to fucking get out.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, so those type of guys come out as well. So hopefully everybody's able to link up, like Martin said, drop the pin and have everybody meet us up.
And the group of friends that we have is really cool because everyone gets along. It's just like drinking, barbecuing, and then off-roading.
Yeah.
That's our day, all day, every day.
And then there's a calendar, so there's a schedule where all the races are taking place, and then you can actually go up on the mountain. They give you the trails of where they're going to be, and then you actually off-road up to like a vantage point where you can see the races. So that's fun too, because you take your rides up there. Y ahí nos ponemos con la parrilla y hacemos el pinche la carne asada, like off the tailgate, you know, watching the races of these trophy trucks going fucking 100 miles
Yeah, 100
an hour
easy.
on the fucking through the rocks and shit.
And the
Shit's
helicopters
crazy,
are
dude.
really low.
Oh yeah, because the helicopters have to film, so they're chasing the fucking car the whole way.
It's
It's
badass,
badass,
dude.
Chucky. You should go.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. My kid's 21st birthday.
There's always going to be another.
Another
always
kid.
gonna have
I
a
have 3 more.
22nd.
I have 3 more sons, huh? So
Yeah,
That's true.
You're
I mean,
good.
2 more sons and 1 girl. So
He's only going to be mad at you for a year or something.
no,
That's fine.
no, I cannot. I have to be there for him.
We're going to kidnap you, dog.
No, but como le dijimos, he could, the party's on Saturday, so he can come out Sunday.
On Sunday,
We're
we're just
gonna
gonna
be
show
there
up to your
Sunday
house.
through Wednesday, so we're
No,
gonna
but
be
I'm
there
telling
Friday
you,
to Wednesday.
I am looking forward to waking up crudo on Sunday because my son's turning 21, and
That's
he's
true.
not.
You gotta get him drunk.
He doesn't
He has
drink.
to. He has to. It's fucking tradition.
Si no, I'll take one for the team.
It's un-American.
Mijo, yo me lo chingo por usted, le voy a decir.
No way. Make him at least one shot with him, dude.
Oh, he's a good dad. A good dad, Chucky.
You think so? Gracias, mijo.
Yeah, I think so, bro. That's good.
No, lo que él quiera. I'm not too much of a. I'm not the kind of dad that likes to push them into doing what I want because I already lived my life. I don't want them to live my life for me. So
I got you.
like me, like I'm gonna go back to the music thing that I went on on the last podcast. Que me gustaba mucho la música.
Sí.
Yo quería que mis hijos estudiaran música, and I got the oldest one into playing the piano, pero él me dijo, you know what, Dad, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, fuck, that hurts me because I wanted to do it, but if you don't want to do it.
Pero tienes razón. Sometimes the more you push them, the more that they push back because they don't. Even if they did like it, if it starts being more of a job than a hobby for them, then that's when they draw the line. They're like, okay, this
Actually,
is boring.
your Bell's making his son. Not making him, but he plays the. He also plays the
He
piano.
plays the piano. He had a
really
good.
piano instructor. Huh? I play the piano.
¿De veras? ¿A poco sí sabes?
So good too. Like sometimes Sunday mornings,
Hey, dabble.
he dabbles. But sometimes like Sunday mornings when I used to live at his house, he would wake us up with just playing piano and shit.
Be serenading.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was like the best way to wake up.
Donde la
dog.
cagué, Chucky, es que no, I should have put a tip jar out there.
Yeah,
I never did that.
Sure.
Should've done that.
I would drop like a breakfast burrito or something.
Yeah, fuck it. Breakfast burger.
Breakfast burger. Damn.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
Shout out to Carl's Jr.
Yeah, that's just good. That's just good as fuck. It's good with this.
No, man, it's eso.
No, I'm serious. It's just hot sauce.
gracias.
It's just like tapatio or something, dude.
No, it's okay.
Chucky.
No, no me gusta
Now
eso.
they're really gonna
Do
cancel
you,
you, dog.
ahorita me acordé, ¿tú también le pones te comes tus fries con ice cream como estos dos güeyes?
Ice cream? Nah.
No,
This
like
will do.
the Frosties.
I tried it before.
But no?
Definitely a white thing for sure. But
Do you think the quesadilla should have cheese?
you asked me that question earlier. Pues claro, si no fuera solamente tortilla, ¿verdad? Si no tuviera queso,
Ajá.
es pura tortilla. No fuera quesadilla.
Pinches vatos del DF, ya ves, güey.
He's from Zephyr.
Eso de
¿Tú también eres del DF? No mames.
Chilango, cabrón.
De veras. Ay, güey, 2 contra 1. Mejor no.
Ya te llevamos tu cartera, güey.
No, really?
Yeah, I was actually born in Mexico City.
De veras.
Yeah, I came over here when I was 4 years old in '93. I was born in '88, so yeah, what is that? 5.
We have similar, like, very, very similar backgrounds. Like, we could have been fucking brothers, honestly.
But you guys met here.
Yeah,
You-
we met sophomore
Yeah.
year that we were here.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was more on that side. I was more on this side of Anaheim.
That's funny, dude. Like, we don't have to say shit. Sometimes we'll get a joke together.
Cabrones, pues ahorita estaban diciendo la misma chingadera. I caught you guys twice saying the same shit
Yeah.
at the same time.
That's weird. Our girlfriends hate it.
It's so weird.
Actually, like,
It's so weird how you guys are so connected.
I know, dog.
yep. Like, como te digo, it's not like we hang out all the time. We're busy, you know. Like, we got our own shit going on. I'm fucking up to the ear with work, so
Yeah,
like
same.
we can't. Sometimes we'll get together during the week to have like a beer, like at one of the local breweries, like fucking everywhere. Fucking where else? We like Radiant.
Yeah,
también.
Radiant.
We like the craft shit.
Yeah, that's just good.
That shit's really
We-
good stuff. But como te digo, una vez al mes. Si
Yeah.
eso, you know. Sometimes we go like 2 months without seeing each other.
That's true.
Yeah, we had a big time.
But we always call each other and, like, check up
Just
on
to
each
say
other.
what's up.
See
Make
what's
sure
up,
he's
how's
alive.
business, how much money you making, what's going on at OC Auto Style, when are you gonna fix my radio?
Basic stuff, huh?
Basic shit. Warranties,
Yeah,
warranties.
you know, just, you know,
Warranties.
providing-
I know.
Isn't that the worst, you know?
I know you hate
that.
Motherfuckers that
You hate that word, huh?
Yeah,
Martin.
me too. It makes me cringe. I'm like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
dude. It's been 3 years.
Yeah, dude, fuck.
It's been 3 years and you
It's
want a
the
warranty,
worst.
dog. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. Especially like when in my fucking my industry with like performance parts, like a lot of manufacturers they do offer some sort of limited warranty, but you got to remember these are performance parts that are going into your car. There's a reason why you're getting this fucking part because the OEM one's not working. It's fucking breaking. Why? Because you're driving the car fucking hard. You're racing it, which is cool. Pero también you gotta have to have some sort of sense of like when is enough. You know what I mean? Like I was in there for 2 years and I beat the shit out of every day. Like, of course it's gonna fucking go out. It's just fucking normal wear and tear. Pero alguna gente, you know, they try to fucking push it. They're like,
They think that, like, performance means it'll last forever.
yeah, Like it's a
That's
one-off.
not the
Just because it's a couple bucks, not a couple bucks, but like some bucks more expensive, a couple hundred more expensive, it's gonna last forever. And it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It's same thing with like audio and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are purposely turning it up to see how purposely trying to blow shit up. No. Oh no.
I'm not saying anybody, but
Fucking Chucky.
They haven't blown up.
I didn't even know.
No han
Are you that
tronado.
customer? Are you that customer?
No han tronado. I am.
not the subwoofers.
I'm just
No,
gonna
no one-
shut up right now before I get kicked out of this podcast.
Yep. No, I've actually Osiara Style has replaced my subwoofers.
And it's not
Bunch of
because of our
times.
install. Just saying that.
Yeah, huh? I'm happy with the ones I have, but I would be happier with some more. Did you guys hear him when I was on my way over?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
fucking hear you down the
Yeah,
street.
you can hear the bass.
That's good.
It resonates through the windows. Wow.
That's
Right away.
that's good.
Yeah.
I like I like to say I'm here without texting.
There you go.
You woke up the fucking fantasmas from over
Los
there.
muertitos del otro lado, no, imagínate, güey, qué buen negocio sea eso.
¿Qué?
Le revivo su muertito por 400 bolas.
No mames.
¿Verdad?
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else we should jump into? Or?
Tengo una pregunta para él, Martincito.
A ver, vamos.
Los clutches que vendes y todo, ¿lo más los vendes a shops or regular people
No,
can go there too?
Well, incluso ahorita ya acabo de abrir mi website, which was a long time coming because, well, first of all, it's kind of hard to find good website people.
Okay.
Because I've dealt with a lot of people in the past, and it was just fails. Like they would do the job halfway or not the way that I wanted. So it was something that I actually struggled with for a couple of years, and I finally ended up taking up that saying that, you know, if you want done something right, you gotta do it yourself. So I actually ended up learning how to fucking do all that, a little HTML coding, a lot of sleepless nights, but it's finally up and running. It's not the best website. It's very simple, not algo sencillo, pero hyperclutch.com.
Hyperclutch.com?
That's you guys need a clutch. That's the website. It doesn't have all the products on there, but it has the more popular ones. Obviously, the Honda stuff, Toyota, the Nissan stuff right now, it's really popular. WRXs, BMW conversion kits, stuff like that is very popular, and all that's already on the website. So if people want to jump on there and do that. So ese fue mi movimiento to get into the retail.
Okay.
Because prior to that, I was just doing wholesale.
Okay.
I was just selling it to like shops and clientele that I had from the past también. From when I first started working at the other clutch shop, when I learned everything. También.
Huele
¿Verdad? Sorry, es el burrito.
a huele a chóstomo.
Es el burrito de Martín.
The sausage.
Autogol. Con razón son tan buenos amigos, cabrones.
Chingado.
Wow.
Oh, man. Hyperclutch, though. Hyperclutch.
Okay.
Ahí está.
So let's say I'm a random guy.
Mm-hmm.
I hit up Hyperclutch. Tú puedes vender las partes. And then since you don't do the job, you can refer me to somebody
Yeah,
that.
so we have a lot of partner shops that we not, I want to say contracts. It's more like word of mouth, and it's an honor system. But you know that I know that they're gonna do a good job. For me, it's not necessarily about making money. It's on the installs, but it's more about getting the job done well. Porque si lo hacen mal y la cagan, then they're gonna come back and be like, oh, well, it wasn't my install, it was the product, and then ahí empiezan los pinches problemas.
Yeah.
So dije, no, mejor. There's a couple shops that I refer people to. Manny, the AHG, shout out to AHG. He's one of them. So he's done at least 15, 20 different clutch shops that I referred him to. So yeah, we can get you set up with somebody depending on where you live. Tenemos shops in LA, tenemos shops aquí in Orange County.
Okay. Well, you heard it. I mean, if you need a performance clutch,
I'm your man.
you are.
That's
You're
right.
Martin's man.
No way.
Tú dijiste ahorita
His
que-
girlfriend's going to watch this, and then she's going to be like, hey, she already hates me, dog.
Pues dijo que se comió tu burrito, güey. ¿De veras? Ahí lo dejamos, ¿verdad? Se puso colorado el cabrón, mira.
I get red all the time. Man. You guys are funny. Got that Asian glow. People tell me all the time. También la cerveza se pone caliente. La cerveza.
All right, where are we going after this?
I gotta go to the Anaheim Indoor Swami to buy a piñata for my kid.
No, que ya tiene 21,
Ya
güey.
tiene 21, güey.
Sí, güey, pero le vamos a meter cocaína, marihuana, shots.
Condones.
No, yo que a estas horas ya no, yo creo que ya no.
¿Ya
se
no
ponen.
usa?
Yo creo que no se ponen ya ahorita. O sí se pondrán todavía.
Sí, güey.
Pues debería de.
¿Sí, verdad?
Sí.
Sí, you,
Ah,
you
pues
have
sí.
to have that talk with them.
Yeah.
Le podemos poner todo y aparte el bill de la luz. Ya tienes 21, ¿verdad? Ya.
I had a piñata once, right? One of my birthdays.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That was funny as fuck. It was a small piñata. We went out to
One of his buddies fucking
pizza places.
Yep. Big
Man,
D's.
Big D's, yeah.
What are you
R.I.P.
guys doing?
But
Oh, ¿se murió?
no, La Pizza place.
Oh, fuck. I was about to say, fuck, se murió el amigo. Camarada, fuck, he's still young.
No, he's young. No,
Yeah.
he's good. But in the piñata they put condoms.
Yeah, I had.
Pregnancy test.
I know. I had one cuando tenía bolsitas de mota, condones, little shots.
Yeah.
También tenían.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Y no me acuerdo qué más, pero yeah, it was.
It
I
was
don't know.
funny as hell.
A ver qué quiere este. A ver qué quiere este morro. ¿Qué
Cool.
dices tú?
Que esa ya se
Yeah.
murió.
Ajá, solamente está trabajando.
Ni me había dado cuenta que había dos cámaras.
Yo tampoco.
Hay dos. Okay.
Está bien.
Ni mira esta.
Gracias, fantasma, por estar
Ya
aquí.
se quiere ir.
Sí.
El hoonigan.
Quiere mimir. Está bien cura este güey. Hey, güey, you should be on this side one. At least once.
He will.
Neta, güey.
Just put him with a mask, like a fucking, cover his shit, his identity.
El Santos.
Ajá, una de luchador. Una de luchador, estoy a
Nacho
perro.
Libre.
And then we'll mask your voice so you sound real deep, like.
Esta noche en el Cine de las Estrellas.
Ajá. Ay, güey.
Sí, güey. Reminds me of Seth Rogen, dog.
A little bit.
Yeah, right?
Sí, güey. Y igual de marihuana también, ¿eh?
It's a laugh. Look.
Yeah, we would want our videographer to be on this
Yeah.
site because we were talking to him and
He's very interesting.
yeah, at the beginning and of this show, and he's got a cool story. The cool story is that I don't know if you heard it when we were downstairs, but his story is that he's got a old school Dodge that nobody would want to take pictures of because they thought it was either too old or too
Ugly.
too ugly. So he bought himself a camera and started taking pictures of his truck, and that led to him becoming a videographer and living off of what he loves to do, which is
great, yeah.
videos and photos. That's why we think that he's got an interesting
Y eso es
story.
lo más importante, ¿no?
Yeah.
Sí.
To love what you do, because if not, then the fuck are you doing in life, you know?
I know I've had jobs where it was like, fuck, do I have to go to work again? And like, man, do I have to see this fool again?
Right, yeah.
I hope I don't work, next to this fool. And ahorita, I'm a proud trucker. I love what I do.
That's
Same.
great. Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you love what you do, right, Fantasma? And you, ni se diga.
Yeah, I love it here.
Martin's fucking a man of wearing many different hats.
Yeah.
Does a lot of shit.
A
Good
lot
for
of
him.
cool shit. A lot of fun stuff.
Sí, güey, nomás contesta el teléfono más seguido, güey.
Cuando tú me llamas,
Yo no te amo.
me llamas.
Oh, sí.
I always answer. What the fuck? Like the shop phone?
No,
Oh,
your phone.
okay.
Contesta más seguido, güey.
Okay.
Okay.
Ya me están regañando.
It's like, this podcast is over.
All right, guys. Well, I think we are wrapping up. Anything else that we might want to throw in there? You want to throw out your social medias again?
Just hyperclutch.com and hyperclutch on IG. Just hyperclutches, actually, plural, on IG. You'll see a little picture of a flywheel.
This one.
And then hyperclutch.com. The shop is in Santa Ana. All my contact information is on the social media, so you guys can contact me if you guys need anything. If you guys bring up this show, 10% off. How about that?
Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
Might even throw something on the website that's Osiado Style 10 or something like that for a discount when you check out or something.
There you go. We could do that.
Yeah, why not?
That's nice. Thank you, Joel. Muchas gracias. Is everything your shop? Is it mainly like online, or do you have an address? That
No,
people
yeah, no,
can-
it's an actual shop, yeah.
Okay, so people can walk in there and
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
clutch?
for
By
sure.
appointment,
I'm by
though.
appointment. Yeah, I'm by appointment.
Okay.
So just let me know. We can work it out through the messages, PMs, whatever, direct messages.
Yeah, because
DMs.
he's like the secretary, the janitor, the parts picker upper, the CEO, the
Oh
president.
yeah. Well, you have
Todo.
to, right? When you
Yeah.
own the business, you have to be. Tienes que tener mano en todo, porque si no,
It used to
pues,
be Coco,
nothing
but
functions.
RIP.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was my guard dog.
Yeah.
Had this big ass little chihuahua. A whole 2.5 pounds, Chucky. No, esa madre. I couldn't even leave her outside. I couldn't even let her walk out.
Yeah,
I can't even take her on walks porque va a venir un pinche un águila, se la va a llevar. Ni siquiera el águila,
It was
un
the
fucking
size-
pigeon. It was a little fucking dog, dude.
Oh no,
Yeah.
dog. The size of a fucking beer right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tiny.
really?
Yeah.
How long did you have it for?
10 years.
Yeah.
Y me iba a durar como unos 3, 4 años más, pero se enfermó algo que comió. Kind of cut her inside.
Oh,
and
okay.
She bled out and shit. Yeah. It was kind of sad. Yeah,
Poor
we
Coco.
did everything to save her and shit. Even a blood transfusion.
De veras.
And me salió un pinche caro, güey. Y todavía.
I believe you. I
Todavía se
believe you.
petateó.
Yeah.
But you know what they say about animals, you know they're fucking members of the family, so you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta put in that effort.
I lost my pit bull after 15 years. And
Oh shit. I'm sure that was hard.
yeah, man. Sí, está cabrón.
Yeah. I remember that day.
That's fucking crazy.
No?
I don't know. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was at the old shop, no? When you said your dog died and all that shit, you were...
I was actually
kinda crying.
I was actually in Vegas when my brother called and he said that.
No, not when... Well, you told us, and then
Oh.
you actually, like,
Es que
got really emotional with it.
sí, güey, es que hay veces que no le pone uno mucha atención a los animales, and then when they're gone, you're like, man,
You regret
I wish yeah, you know, so no more dogs until I get my own house. Y también cuando yo tenga mi casa voy a agarrar un pinche perrote como así. y también le quiero, ya tengo el nombre, le quiero poner trailer, you know, como soy
sí.
trailero,
Yeah, that's dope. I like
para que cuando se salga el cabrón, gritarle a mi señora, hey, mete el trailer. Okay.
That's funny.
Anyways,
Cool.
un último chiste, Martín. Ahora te toca contarte un chiste a ti, güey. I know we started it with
I don't fucking have any, dude.
uno, güey. Que sea, cabrón.
You did some research.
Nah, I got nothing.
You got a fucking joke, bro.
I got nothing. A ver, let me think. Había 2 borrachos, pues en este caso hay 3. Y uno le dice al otro,
Salud.
ya para de tomar, güey, que te estás poniendo borroso.
What? I don't get it.
I got it. Para de tomar porque estás poniendo borroso.
Ajá.
Stop drinking because you're getting blurry.
Yeah. But what's the joke?
Ay, hijo de la fregada, señoras y
No es chiste si
señores.
te lo tenemos que explicar, Martín. ¿Ya ves?
Yo tengo uno, Martín.
¿Qué le invitó a este cabrón?
¿Cómo le llamas o cómo se llama el pájaro que mea los carros?
¿Cómo, güey?
El pájaro me aplacas.
That shit's funny.
¿Cómo se llama el pájaro que mea? ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Las parcelas, the crops. Cuando tienes plantado. ¿Cómo se llama el pájaro que mea?
No sé, güey.
El pájaro que mamáis.
Mamáis. Yeah, I get it.
Y verdad también que no es lo mismo un metro de encaje negro que un negro de encaje de un metro.
Uno de esos.
Uno de esos. O como dice mi hermano B12, me contó este chiste también. Dice, ¿cuál es la diferencia entre un huevo de araña o que te arañen
O
los...
que te den los huevos. ¿Verdad que no es lo mismo, chicas? ¿Cómo? Chica, te toco el piano que te toco el chicas piano.
Ok, este es mi chiste que yo creo.
Ok.
¿Qué tipo de vampiro te chupa la sangre por la cola?
Mayate, güey.
Dráculo.
Oh, man.
Martín, uno, güey. Ya para despedirnos, güey.
I don't have any, no. Zero.
Yo tengo uno racista, güey.
Pues dilo, güey.
Podemos decir cuentos racistas y con esto
We're
nos
not
vamos.
monetized, bro. We're good.
Yeah.
Sí.
We can say whatever the fuck we
No,
want.
pues sí.
We'll get canceled later, but who cares?
¿Por qué los gabachos no juegan ajedrez?
Porque algo de chess.
Ajá, chess. It's chess. Why do white people stop playing chess?
Yeah, I
Why?
know.
Because they're missing the 2 towers.
Oh, fuck.
You got that if you want. Okay.
Damn,
Thank you
alright.
guys.
Yeah, let's stop with that one.
Thank you for what?
That was fucked up.
¿Qué,
Yeah,
güey?
ya no está nada para.
Tengo otro.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Échatelo.
¿Qué es la diferencia entre una pizza y un judío?
Oh, I know this one.
No sé.
La pizza no grita cuando la metes al horno.
Yeah.
Y-
Ah,
That's it.
It's getting darker. and
Okay,
darker.
ya muere. Ya, porque los
You're
que
definitely
siguen
getting
ya
fucking
estuvo.
canceled after
Okay,
that.
thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Watch, subscribe, follow,
P.O. Box.
leave a
down
comment.
here somewhere.
Yep, aquí va a estar. Thank you, Yobel, por haber venido. Thank you,
Claro que sí.
Hyperclutch.
Mucho gusto. Thank you for having me.
Martín, thank you again. Fantasma, ahí la dejamos con esa repetida de Martín. Muchas gracias. Bye.